Hi everybody, I'm on Intuitive here for our weekly read on predictions. I have some questions here that I'd like to have answered, so I figured I would pull some cards. Hopefully they interest you too. If you have anything you'd like me to read on in the future, next week or the week after, please put them in the chat below. I'll be happy to pull some cards on them. That's the first thing. The second thing is I want to remind everyone this is for entertainment purposes only. If something doesn't resonate with you, don't worry about it. Let it go. If it does, maybe you can, get some insight on something. There you go, right? Again, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. If you can subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get up to 500 subscribers. So, this is, actually, I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years now. So if you can subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Of course, leave a comment. Anything like that was really appreciated. Again, thank you. I want to say hi and thank you to all my new subscribers, and also hi and thank you to all my my subscribers who have been here for 2.5 years. So I appreciate it. So first thing I want to do, I use the Radiant Rider Waite tarot deck for the cards, and then I also use this Golden Insights Oracle for clarifying. And then we're going to do a 3-card pick. And for that, it is going to be the Oracle of the 7 Energies with Colette Baron-Reid. So that's the cards we'll be using today. The first question that I want to get started with, though, and I might have asked, I looked at this. I think I've asked this already once before, but I don't remember. But the question is, will the United States ever go to a 32-hour, 4-day work week? Yes. That's the answer I want. So let me shuffle and we'll see what answer we get, right? So will the United States ever go to a 32-hour, 4-day work week? I think many people are headed there or doing that already, or something very close to it. Oh, yeah. Let me pull. Okay, so I pulled some cards. Let me pull a clarifying card on this too. This is, it looks good, okay? But let me see what I get as this clarifying card on this question. Love it. Okay, first card that I get is this 3 of Pentacles. Here we are working, and the community is behind us. Everybody's behind this idea, actually. I know the employers usually aren't behind this idea, but really, this is just something that is naturally coming into, just naturally like percolating. It's just naturally happening, because really, 32 hours a week, 4 days a week, with all the other things that we do all week. When that 40-hour work week was established, people had spouses at home taking care of the wash, the cleaning, the, getting the food preparation. That's really not the case anymore. I mean, everybody's working. So the community as a whole is really behind this idea. And it's almost like, here's the workers. Here we are as the workers on this 3 of Pentacles card. And here's like kind of management looking at it and saying, they're evaluating it, but they're behind it. Okay. In many cases, not every job is like that. I understand that. But there's a really good feeling of, okay, we can, in a lot of cases, we can certainly look into this. The next card I got is this Ace of Cups. This is emotional stability, a new beginning of an emotional stability. I always see this card, it looks very religious to me, which is really, to me, like source coming in, and it's like it was just ordained to be. It's like a done deal. But yes, 7 of Swords, there's some strategy changes that need to be made. Corporations, CEOs, managers, leadership, they need to restructure things a bit. Also, workers need to restructure things a bit. I think it's helpful too if, people want to know that if you are working less hours, you're still getting your work done. So on both sides of the aisle here, with the employers and the employees, there has to be this level of trust that something won't be taken from me as an employer, that you won't be like stealing time or stealing hours, you know what I mean? But also they're looking to strategize and make, put strategies in place and policies in place so that doesn't happen. So then the 10 of Pentacles card, this is family, this is money, this is family. This is good health. And you see this coming into being, this 32-hour work week, 4 days a week, coming into being. Really, the money is still there. Okay. And in many ways, you may save a little bit of money because you don't have to go to the office or to the workplace like 1 day a week. And then also the family improves. This has 4 generations of family on it with the children, the grandfather, and the parents, 3 generations of family, and also the dogs, right? Your animals. People are home. They can take care of their animals, let their dog out, things like that. So it's just beautiful when you look at just across the board what a benefit this is going to be, and that this is for even people that are currently doing it now. The clarifying card that I got is egg, and it says fertility, new life emerging, the potential within, change is around the corner. So do I think that this 32-hour work week ever go into effect? Yes, I do. And I think it's going to be over. It's not going to be tomorrow. Okay. Right. Like timing is always relative. What's soon to me might not be soon to someone else. But I think over the next 5 to 10 years, and with this new generation coming up, people are going to say, listen, I can get my work done. I can be a very viable part of my corporate community, but I also need to be at home taking care of my family. And I think that that's across the board. Everybody certainly understands that. So I'm looking at, like, I'm seeing a 5-10, 5 to 10 days. No. 5 to 10 weeks. No. More like, 5 to 10 months, maybe, but more like over the next 5 to 10 years. And that's going to be a generational shift also. What I've noticed too, I work, and a lot of the people that are my age and older, we're just used to working a certain way, so when you change it, we're like, whoa, we're like, we have to also adjust to it. We also have to re-strategize to it, because that's just not how, we went up through the ranks in the corporate world, or at my workplace. And I was going to say too, I don't know if anybody else remembers this, but remember casual Fridays? I remember being in a suit, pantyhose, high heels, every single day of the week. And then when we got casual Fridays, you could actually wear like khakis and an eyes-on shirt or a polo shirt and like penny loafers. And that was a big deal to come in on Fridays and in casual clothes, which were still very nice. But you see, things have changed, and they will continue to change, and they're going to continue to evolve, no doubt, really, with helping families and with helping people to have that quality of life. So, okay, that's our first question. The second question, and I'm going to say, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to see what the cards say. But the question is, do dogs understand death the way that we do? So do dogs understand death the way that we do? I'm going to pull a card here. Yes, and so much more, right? Here we are diligently at work and diligently thinking about how we understand death, each one of us. And we have our vision, we may have our vision and how we think things are going to go. But stepping back a bit, right? When we really step back into this meditative state and you see the stained glass window, I don't know why my attention's being drawn to that. Probably because it's like more religious, or it's more, when, having like a funeral kind of thing. This today to me very much looks like a funeral setting, although it usually means rest, relaxation, meditation. But with dogs understanding death the way we do, kind of going into this meditative state and taking a step back. But I want to say they don't understand it the way we do right now. They understand it on a much higher level. And this Ace of Pentacles, they understand that, moving on as they transition, it's just more fields to run in, right? More beautiful grass to enjoy, more, fertility and life and love, and just beautiful sunshine and green grass and just whatever, the park to run through. So do they understand it the way we do? I'm going to say no. They actually understand it on a much higher vibrational level, and they just accept it. They don't fight it. It's like they accept it. And then this 3 of Wands, watching, they know their ships come in, right? All this golden light. They just really see it a whole different way than we do. But it's just different. It's a different vibrational way. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not that we're not going to see our pets when we pass over. I personally believe I'm going to see all my pets. I've rescued a lot of dogs and cats, and usually the seniors that nobody wants, okay, that have stayed at, I've rescued dogs who have been at the shelter for 2 or 3 years. and they have just come, you know, you rescue these animals and they come into your house and you feed them and you give them clean water and love and that. And of course, they usually need vet care when you first get them and things like that. But boy, they just blossom and they're so thankful. And again, that saying, you know, did you rescue me or did I rescue you? I mean, we rescue each other, right? But do they understand death the way we do? I'm going to say no, they actually understand it on a much higher level and they're not afraid of it. And they know that it is just a part of the evolutionary cycle. Okay, so my next question, any upcoming increases in Social Security? I don't know what's going on with Social Security, but let's see if there's any upcoming increases in Social Security. Ooh, I'm going to put that back in. This is just any upcoming increases in Social Security. Oh, I like it. Let me shuffle these golden insight cards. I'm actually feeling like in the next like 1 to 2 years, there's going to be like a big, oh, I like this. Okay. First card I get, increase in Social Security. Yes. The Sun card, right? I mean, of course, they're always going to increase it, but I think there's going to be new increases, bigger increases coming, like that are structural in the like the organizational structure is going to change, and that is what's going to help to give these increases. Okay, well, again, there's going to be competition. There's going to be people arguing for it, arguing against it. You know, we're going to have this definitely there. I just heard there's going to be a showdown. Okay, like in Congress over it, but you know what? It's taking a step back. People know that the enlightenment that they need, they're going to be able to like step back to and realize that this is helping their families. This is helping them. This is just the right thing to do. So it's just, there's going to be the usual showdowns, okay, the congressional stuff as this all works its way through. But there are people behind the scenes that are moving slowly to push it through and to really study the issue and really put a good organizational plan in place. The last card I get is the King of Cups. This is also a yes card. Yes, there's going to be some emotional ups and downs, some choppy waters, but you know what? All in all, it's going to move forward. People are going to feel a lot more secure. They're going to be on their foundation here, and they're going to be feeling much more secure. And as a clarifying card, I got the Sword card. It says double-edged sword, cutting out injustice, conflict and aggression, and breakthrough. And that's exactly kind of what these cards said. I mean, like here's swords right here, you know, cutting out the injustice. And this is some conflict and aggression in here, right? But this is actually too here, cutting out the injustice, really taking a long, hard look at things. But the best line that I like on this card is breakthrough, and you know, and also cutting out the injustice of the program as it is now, helping people to who are on fixed incomes to be able to afford, you know, afford things a little bit easier. So yes, and if let's see, I'm seeing that happening really in the next, we're going to see real reform in that. I'm seeing a 2-3, which would be like 2 to 3 years. I know that sounds, again, timing is all relative, but it's not going to be tomorrow, but it's not going to be a long, long time either. So the next question I have is, oh, will there be a time in the United States when we don't change our clocks? I don't know about you, but we changed our clocks was it last weekend or the weekend before? I will tell you one thing, I'm still feeling it. I mean, losing an hour of sleep is like not my highest, you know, excitement. And I think I'm now just, I think it was last week, so like a week later, just now feeling a little bit better. But even last night thinking, you know, why do I feel so drained? And why is the evening going so fast? And then I come to realize, or, you know, I thought, oh, that's because we changed our clocks. We lost an hour of sleep. So, okay. So will there be a time in the United States when we don't change our clocks? When we just go, I would assume it's either going to be standard time or daylight time. I don't know which one it is, but which one they decide to pick or whatever. But let's see, will there be a time in the United States when we don't change our clocks? You know, I'm going to say yes, but it's going to take a lot to cut through the politics on it or the arguments for and against it. This is, a lot of thought, a lot again, okay? This Five of Swords, a lot of fighting about it, a lot of when it comes down to it, yeah, the energy is there. People want to do it, but there's groups of people that don't want to do it. It's going to be kind of, a hard thing to move through. People don't want to spend the time concentrating on it. Like they feel they have bigger and better issues, or maybe bigger and better issues are on the table, that this isn't something that, is really that, it's really something that's that important to really work through. The Eight of Wands card, though, once everyone starts focusing on the issue, and it's going to be a while from now, I'm going to see anywhere from 2 to 3 years from now, again at 2 to 3 years, once they start focusing on it, though, it's not that big of an issue. Once they really get it, get their arms wrapped around it. So everybody then focuses on it. And then this Two of Wands being, yes, a yes card moving forward. That, yes, I do think that from these cards that, yes, at some point there will be a time. And actually, I think I said 2 years. It's more like 3 to 5. It's going to be a while. It's going to take longer than what we might think. It kind of seems like it's not a big deal, but there's going to be people that are going to not be happy about it. And they're going to certainly, I just heard it's going to be put in a massive bill and a massive thing that goes through Congress, other parts of, and it's hard because that bill isn't being approved, but that's one of the add-ons. So that's what's going to hold it up. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully in 3 to 5 years. It doesn't really matter to me, to be honest with you. Either way is fine with me, but I know it might, it would be kind of nice because I do have one clock that it chimes every 15 minutes and I have to hand wind it. So when I have to go forward an hour, it's easy. But when I have to go backwards, I have to go backwards 11 hours or forward 11 hours when I have to change it in the fall. That takes a lot longer because I have to literally move it, let it chime, move it 15 minutes, let it chime, move it 15 minutes, let it chime. So anyway, that is what it is, right? All right, so here we go. Let's do our 3-card pick a card. I have the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck with Colette Baron-Reid. This deck, really, it's brand new. I am most likely, here, let me get the book out because I know I'm going to need to look at the book. But this is really just this 7 Energies guidebook, and or the 7 Energies. And it really, from looking at it, just think about a question or something a situation that you have in mind. And this is a nice energetic deck to just find out, just to get the energies around it. I can't say that this is going to be a yes or no answer, but just to find out, like I say, to get the energy. So let me see, around a situation, around a person, around an event coming up. So let's see what we have. I'm going to shuffle here. Okay, that one came out. Okay. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to, don't really use this deck. It's a brand new deck. I just received it for myself. So, I'm not real, versed in it. So I will definitely take a look at the book. But anyway, card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. If you picked card 1, you got Healing the Heart. And I'm going to look this up. It says it's card number 23. Healing the Heart. It says healing, making amends, the willingness to release past pain, being responsible and accountable, taking time to get healthy, renewal and rebirth after suffering. So this card, if you picked it, you are on the road to rebirth, renewal, rebirth. This is something that's happened in the past. Maybe your heart was broken. Maybe your heart was even broken with healing it as far as more exercise, you had some kind of heart procedure done or some type of medical procedure. If that's the case, you know what? You are moving forward, healing your heart right now. And it's beautiful. If you pick card 2, you pick the Storyteller. And it's number 17, which is an 8, which is a very, spiritual number. The Storyteller says key concepts: identity, positive self-definition, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. I'm going to say that again. Teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. What an awesome, interesting concept this is. You know, I'm thinking about writing a book, and what will my book be about? It's going to be about me. And that just opens up. So if you are thinking about writing a book or writing an article or something, being the storyteller, this would probably be a good affirmation that it might be good, either that you're working on it or get started on it. Also, isn't that funny how not just writing the book to tell you my story, but to tell you how I would like to be treated? That's interesting, an interesting concept. So that was card 2. So if you're working on a story, or, you know, you might want to get started on a story, it might be time, and just really working through your story, who you are, and how you would like to be treated moving forward. Okay, if you picked card 3, you got ears wide open. It's 33. That's a master number. So a high vibrational master number there. And let's see what we got for 33. Deep listening as a gift we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning into another, and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. Very interesting. If you pick the last card, it was telling people through your story how you would like to be treated, how you would like to be heard. Okay, I want you to hear me. So, you know, this card is almost the exact opposite. Not, you know, putting yourself aside, being selfless, opening up to helping others. Ears wide open. And you know what's funny about this too is you usually say, my eyes are wide open. In this case, your ears are wide open. You're listening right now how to help others. And also, I just heard not only just how to help others, but also how to help yourself as you help others. Not in a negative way, not like, well, I'm going to help you and then you're going to help me, whatever. And not that that's negative, but it's just learning how to help yourself through helping others. So deep listening as a gift we give to others, listening to people, the gift that we give to others. I love that. Understanding someone else's needs. Maybe if you can, not just understand them, but maybe help them. It reminds me of a story very quickly that I read, and this is just kind of a universal type story. But the 3 main things came out of it, which is the first one was, who is the most important? The most important person is that the person that you're with right now, because you don't know, there may be some kind of natural disaster. Someone might, there might be something happens, whatever. Whoever you're with in the moment, that is actually the most important person to you. When is the most important time? What is the most important time? The most important time is now. We don't have the past. We don't have the future. We can only create and be here right now. That's all we have is the gift of now. That is the most important time. And our purpose here, what is our purpose of being here? And our purpose being here is helping others to lighten their load when we can. Okay, that's not putting ourselves in jeopardy or getting into financial distress or anything. But if we can help someone and help lighten their load a little bit, that's really our purpose here. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, the predictions video, and I will be back tomorrow with our energy reading, and Friday with our weekend reading. What else? Don't forget, Mondays I do shorts, 3-card pick. Tuesday, super duper girl, yay, short. I love doing my super duper girl videos. Okay, that's a short, so easy. Wednesdays, as you know, predictions. Thursday's energy reading, and Friday is weekend reading. So that's it, my friends. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.